Rock Station 89.7 Power FM.
It was Jerome from Switchfoot, the very famous Switchfoot. So excited, and I'm gonna geek out a little, just the beginning.
Okay.
Switchfoot is my absolute favorite band of all time.
Wow.
That's, I know, that's
I mean,
the only reaction you can get.
There's a lot of bands out there, and you like Switchfoot. That's great.
It's my
That's
favorite.
awesome.
Has been since about 2000, I would say.
Whoa.
Even before A Walk to Remember, which most people know you for.
Yes.
But you haven't been part of the band the whole time. When did you join it?
When you started liking them in year 2000.
Oh, very nice. Well, that's why.
I was like, oh, 2000, that's when I joined them.
Well, then that's exactly why then. Absolutely. Tell me how it's been on tour with Goo Goo Dolls and Green River Ordinance.
Well, I mean, obviously touring with the Goo Goo Dolls, it's awesome. You know, they're a great bunch of guys, and I mean, it's cool because we get to play in front of fans that normally, people that normally don't come to our shows, and so in that sense, it's been really great. And Green River Ordinance, we just started playing with them just like a few days ago, so we're just like, you know, budding friends, you know.
Has there been any hazing to include them in the tour?
You know what, that's a good idea. I'm just kidding, no, there hasn't been. It's just been like, hey, how you doing? You know, we're glad you're on tour and stuff, so it's cool.
So it's just the past couple of days then, not?
Yeah, it's just recently, so. Before that, we had another band play, but they left. So.
They just couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle the heat. I'm just kidding.
So you a big fan of the Goo Goo Dolls?
You know what? I used to listen to them, you know, growing up, and it's just weird that you don't understand, but like when you're standing on stage watching them, you literally know most of their songs. Like you'd sing along and go, "Oh, I've heard this song before," or "I've heard this song before," you know. So when you're watching them, you're like, it brings back a lot of childhood memories.
That's a very good point. Very cool. And so, tell me a little bit about this YouTube clip of John playing on an acoustic set after the concert. Kind of, everyone's been talking about the police said, okay, stop. Were you there? Were you watching this happen?
Actually, I was just, I'd say about a few feet away. I mean, I was like, not right where it's happening, but I was just like maybe about 50 feet away, 50, 100 feet away. I didn't know what was happening until I saw the cops' lights and all that stuff, and everything that went down. I was just looking at it, going, "Wow, that's an interesting after show that John was happening." So yeah, I was just a little bit. I was like just a few feet away. Wasn't in the midst of all that craziness happening. So.
It was definitely, I mean, you're famous even more now for that clip.
I know, all of a sudden the news, it just hit the news waves, and I'm like, wow, you know, I didn't realize how fast that thing would just blow.
You're viral.
It's crazy, you know, and yeah, I think John has a lot to say about that incident, you know, and so he's more in the know.
Yeah, I just want to see what your take, see if you were a...
Well, I was just like, what? It's one of those things where you're like, watching a movie, you know? You're like, cop cars, lights, John being escorted out, and you're like, whoa, get past the popcorn. It's pretty cool.
So he mentioned the new name of the record you're working on right now. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, like you said, the new name, we are tentatively calling it Vice Verses, and we've been working on it. I mean, this last album we did, Hello Hurricane, I mean, we recorded over 90 songs, and so there are a few songs in there that we feel that it deserves to be, you know, presented.
Just didn't make it on the feel of Hello Hurricane?
Yeah, the Hello Hurricane had a certain feel to it, and these songs didn't fit, but you know, it would fit in another kind of album setting, and so we feel like these songs need to be, you know, presented, and so we compiled those songs. We're writing more songs. I mean, we have another 20, 30 songs written since the album came out, Hello Hurricane came out, so we have a big task ahead of us.
It sounds like it.
And we're hoping to record early next year, and then maybe the album comes out by summer.
I'm so excited. So who each has what process in the writing? Does John do the lyrics first and then y'all do the music, or how does it work?
John, he's a writing machine, and he loves writing songs, and so he literally writes maybe a song a day, maybe, he writes a bunch. I mean, you look at a compilation of all these songs, and you're like, wow, where do I start, And he'll bring a song to us, and we'll each of us, all five of us, will put our take in the song, put our parts in there, and see how the song develops.
Okay.
And sometimes it's it may not be, it may develop longer. Like these new batches of songs, it just takes time for a song to blossom and to mature. And so we'll see where it goes. There. Oh no!
We've had John Foreman just walked in the room. Hello.
Okay.
No. Do your thing.
Right.
We were just talking about you.
Yes, we were actually.
It's not true.
So, and how can you tell when it's hit that pinnacle? Like, okay, this one's done. We can set that on the record.
Well, it's crazy because a song is in your head is never done. You always want to work on it and get it better and better. But there comes a point where you have to say, okay, we gotta piece this song together. We gotta present it. A lot of times we would try to get a producer to come in and do the finishing touches to it. Like to make sure that it's presentable.
And do you have a different producer on this album than previous?
We haven't chosen a producer yet.
Okay.
And so we're still looking. So we're hoping to find one soon.
About the lyrics that you write and the songs you record, and tell me like maybe a story that somebody said this lyric was like amazing and totally helped me get through something, or just like gave me an idea to go start a lowercase people type event. Just is there any stories you can think of that your lyrics hit home?
Well, it's awesome every day at concerts where it's different. These different songs mean different things to people, and when we talk to kids after shows, they would come up to us and say, this song has helped me through a heartbreak, or this song has helped me through a death, or this song has helped me through a depression. I mean, I am humbled, and it's an honor that these people have latched onto these songs and feel like it's their own anthem, it's their own chant, and and that there's nothing more fulfilling or just satisfying to be at a concert singing your songs to these people, and then them taking it as their own and singing it back to us, just louder, in fact. And so there's nothing like it. It's simply amazing.
So you're gonna ride this as long as it takes you.
Yeah.
Since 2000.
Yes. See.
So you've been at it for 10 years.
Yeah.
You'll see it slowing down at all?
No. We love doing music, love recording, love performing. Until I can't walk anymore. Which is,
Well, that's what the fans want too. We'll just keep going until you're on walkers and canes.
Well, no, that's not true, because I did break my ankle in one show like a long time ago, and I still played. So even if I couldn't walk, I'd still play.
That's hardcore.
Yes. Yeah, I stepped on John's foot, and I literally I twisted my ankle, and they took me out of the stage, and they were playing. The guys kept playing, and then I told them, I got to go back in there, and so they carried me back. So, yeah, even if I can't walk, I'll still play.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the intensity.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So.
Well, thank you so much for letting us interview you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic concert tonight with the Goo Goo Dolls and the River Ordinance.
Yes.
And I look so much forward to Vice Versa. If that's what it's called. You said tentative.
Yes, we are tentatively calling it Vice Versa.
Very cool. Well, I cannot wait.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Jerome.
Thanks. Thanks, Rachel. Jerome.
My name is John. We represent a band called Switchfoot.
And you're listening to 89.7 Power FM.
and it comes in slow.